like this. And it has a strap on it. You can carry it. You can put it on your belt. You can strap it to one of your pack straps. It's no longer in the pocket. It's easier to get at. Another thing is you can purchase one of these straws that goes in there, so that now you don't have to take the top off every time you want to drink. You just drink. And so an easy thing is to get one of these bags, one of these straws, and you just put it on your chest strap, and when you want to drink, you just put it in your mouth and drink it. You don't have to fuss with the pack. It's right there. Another thing, and the thing that I've been doing most recently, is I bought this gadget. It has a hose on it. It goes on the Nalgene like this. It goes in the pocket like this. And the hose comes around, and I can drink out of it while I'm walking, just like I do with the Camelback. So those are some ideas, but I don't want to see them hanging here. This is a bad idea. It's the worst idea. I bring the cap along anyway because sometimes I take the bottle out and I don't want the straw, because if it falls over in my tent, it'll spill water all over my tent, and I need the bottle at night, so I'll bring the cap, I'll put it on the bottle, cap goes in here, pick that up, and I'm done. Okay, you can turn it off. Now I'd like to say a few things about another style of pack. This is called an internal frame pack. Notice that there is no frame. The frame is inside. There's some metal bars inside here that you can't see. This pack basically has one big sack inside where all the gear goes. It also has the sleeping bag pocket down here. The pack has a couple of extra pockets up here where things can be kept. It has a pocket on the back where things can go. And it has pockets on the side where things can go, just like on the external frame pack. This pack has a pocket for an Nalgene bottle here. It has another pocket on the other side where you can put another Nalgene bottle. In this case, we've got a trowel. This pack has a padded hip belt. It has padded shoulder belts. And he's got his Camelback in here. And this is how he drinks. Now I've shown you a lot of things today. I've shown you two different styles of packs. I've shown you a lot of the gear that you should consider when you go on a backpack trip. However, I don't want you to think that you have to buy all the stuff that I showed you and all the brands that I showed you. There's plenty of brands, there's plenty of different styles. What I've tried to talk to you about today are things that I have found to work for me on all the trips that I've been on, and to give you ideas for solving problems that you may not have known existed. Remember, don't pack more than you need, but bring everything you will need. Whatever you bring, keep it organized and keep it dry. You need your pack cover. You need to put your sleeping bag in something waterproof, and you need to keep your toilet paper and matches in something waterproof. Also, the water, how you carry your water, is up to you. Every backpacker will need at least 2 liters of water at all times. If we get a dry spell where it's a long way between water sources, I may ask you to carry 3 or 4 liters. Water is the heaviest thing we carry, so we will try to carry as little as possible, but we must have what we need. Dehydration is an ever-present problem on the trail, we're normally exercising quite a bit. Normally it's hot and we're perspiring, and we need to replace that water. Also, if we're high altitude, the air is drier, and just breathing causes you to lose water that you have to replace. So we'll talk a lot about water when we're backpacking. We'll spend a lot of time and a lot of effort making sure that we have enough water. And I don't want anybody to ever run out of water. Cut. The last thing that I wanted to talk about is an accessory that I highly recommend for all backpackers, and that is a set of trekking poles. Trekking poles are telescoping poles that can be adjusted to your height, and they're used as you walk to steady yourself on the trail. They're very useful in climbing because now you can use your arms to dig into the trail and help pull you up so that all the work is not done by your legs. They're very useful when you're going downhill to help brake yourself as you're going down. Remember, now you're going to have a whole lot more weight on your back than you're used to. You build up momentum, and your legs are, especially after many miles on the trail, are not going to be strong enough to keep you from falling. They also are very helpful on narrow trails, especially as we're going along a steep drop-off, to give you support on the edge of that trail so that you can lean on that and not worry about falling off. Many of the trails we're on are uneven with boulders, loose gravel, and it's easy to fall. So these have saved me many times from falling. The weight on your back is high up on your back, and it makes you top heavy. So if you start to go over one way or the other, sometimes you can't stop yourself. And by having this pole to stick out there, it saves you from that. Same thing with going face forward. If you trip, you've got all that weight high up on your back, and it will tend to make you fall. You can brace yourself with your poles and stop. So a good set of trekking poles is highly recommended. A couple of features to look for: they have shock absorbers in them. That's good. They have these gel handles to cushion your hands because you're holding them all day long. That's good. They'll have this little strap on the back that goes under your hand to absorb perspiration. That's good. They'll have a strap on them, and that's more than just putting it around your wrist so you don't lose them. When done properly, the strap gives you leverage for pulling up. So you adjust that strap so that you can use your wrist and your hand for leverage, and I can show you how to do that. They'll also have a basket on them. If we're crossing a stream where it's muddy or sand, it's useful to have that basket so that when you put your pole down, it doesn't just keep going. These baskets are replaceable for when we go in the snow. You can get a much bigger basket, and you can use these same poles for when we go snowshoeing or snow camping. The last thing to remember is that each one of these poles comes with a carbide tip. Carbide is one of the hardest substances that is used in making tools and dies, and it's very durable, and it digs into just about anything. When we're going up granite boulders and things, you can jam that down, it will grab into the granite, it will get purchase, and it will not slip as you're going. So a good carbide tip is important on your trekking pole. This particular pole is a carbon fiber pole, which makes it extremely lightweight, but that also adds to the cost. You do not need a carbon fiber pole, but that's something to consider as well. One other thing that I do is I take my duct tape, put it on my pole, and then when I need duct tape, I have it. I don't have to dig through my pack. So you can see that both my trekking poles have a load of duct tape on them. Cut. Run.
Okay, go.
Okay, so let's go backpacking. Put our pack on. We'll snap our snaps, and we will adjust it. Pull your straps tight around your waist. You want the weight of the pack to be on your hips, not on your shoulders. On your hips. Got the weight on your hips, then you adjust your shoulder straps right here. Pull down, adjust your shoulder straps. Take these upper straps, pull them down to keep them close to your body. Reach back, get these straps back here. Pull them forward to keep the pack close to your body. Everything's adjusted, you're ready to go. Here is the hose from the Camelback. I can just put it in my mouth and get a nice sip. This is the hose from the Nalgene. I can put it in my mouth the same way. So I don't have to, I can adjust these so that they get them in the right place for me. And then away we go. So I'll get my trekking poles. I'll get ready to go. We'll say to the crew, is anybody not ready? And we're off.